whether or not it's not being recorded in front of a live guinea pig studio audience. Instead, I'm on a plane, okay? And I don't know who can hear me and who can't, all right? But look, I'm like the moon. You know, when the moon's half full, there's light on this side and there's darkness on this side. But I am on a plane. Now, why am I on a plane? Well, I'm on my way to Las Vegas. Why would I be going to Las Vegas? That's a good question. Actually, I'm a volunteer strength coach for the Nittany Lion Wrestling Club, and more like a mascot. But yeah, an old mascot. Every team needs an old mascot, you know. So should I take these glasses off? They're making me look fat. All right. So anyway, I'm on a plane. I'm out there, and we're going to wrestle. All right. And I'm hoping to encounter Elvis. Now, I've been out here a half dozen times. It's funny, I never went out to Las Vegas till 2014. I spoke at the Heartlands convention gathering, Las Vegas on climate change, and you know, everybody demonized me after that. With a face like this, you gotta be demonized. So it's like, no problem. But now I go out there for wrestling. The U.S. Open is out there, and you know, I'm always hoping I encounter Elvis. One guy I know I'm going to encounter here is the Zane Train. Now, who is the Zane Train? He is a two-time Hodge Trophy winner from Penn State, and he's now wrestling freestyle. And he's one of the best freestylers in the world. I guess it's a 143 or 145. They keep changing the weight classes on me. It's like, come on, I'm getting old. Why you gotta change the weight classes all the time? But what was really interesting was, so the Zane Train is sitting in the seat in front of me. He's probably asleep. No one can hear what I'm saying. And this guy looked at him and he saw his ears, and he said, "You must have wrestled." And the Zane Train said, "Yes, I wrestled." And the guy starts talking about wrestling, and he says, "Boy, how about Penn State? How great Penn State is." So he goes, "Yeah, they're really good." And he goes, "I watch them all the time." And he had no idea he was talking to one of Penn State's greatest wrestlers ever. And I'm sitting here listening, and not once did Zane let on who he was, because he's got a tremendous amount of humility. You know, I guess we have 10 guys entered in this, but that's why I'm going out there. That's my other passion, okay? Wrestling. All right, so what am I bothering you about today? It's the temperature in the Arctic. I want to show you this, okay? The summer temperatures, these are the summer temperatures. Notice how they are not going up. Isn't that interesting? Right? Ever see Butch Cassidy at the Sundance Kid? Remember where they go, "Tres interessante," right? That's pretty interesting. Winter temperatures are going up, and the mean temperature is going up, but the summer temperatures are not. Now, why would that be happening? What's a possible theory? Okay, possible idea. But we are allowed to discuss ideas. Doesn't mean they have to be right. But, and it's my idea, I'll discuss it if I want to. All right, so anyway, when we look at saturation mixing ratios, at 40, at minus 40, saturation mixing ratio is 0.12. At minus 30, it's 0.21. Now, what happens if you shove, this is grams per kilogram of water vapor. See that? I keep turning this painting to GKG. Get down with GKG. Yeah, you know me. Oh, wait a minute. That's not, I thought that was a rap song. But GKG, G over kg. G over kg, okay? Grams per kilogram. Bless you. Someone just sneezed, okay? But this is nothing to sneeze at. All right, so what happens is, the more water vapor you pump into the air, the more it has an effect on temperature. Now, why would that happen? Pregunto estere, por favor. Right? I guess that means, that's a question. Because if you pump water vapor into the air, You get clouds to form, it precipitates more, it warms the temperature. All right. So you think about that. In the Arctic, you want it clear and calm and no wind, nothing disturbed to keep it cold. But what happens when you're pumping more water vapor in the air? Well, it's going to start getting warmer in the coldest seasons. So at the very least, it fits the hypothesis. It fits the hypothesis. It fits the idea. I'd like to say hypotheses, but I'm having trouble. I'm on a plane, okay? I mean, this is not easy to do. I mean, this shows you how committed I really am. And there are a lot of you out there that think I should be committed, and I understand your point. All right, so anyway, when we look at, again, grams per kilogram, now, here's the increase in water vapor between 2006 and 2017, or whatever years I have. It's a 10-year period. I can't remember. I put this on like 6 months ago. Right? But what I do want to show you is the same period, the temperature. Look where the temperature increases are in the Arctic, right? So this is, what is it? Let's say December to February. It's the winters. The Arctic winters are warming up. And why would that be? Well, again, when we look at those saturation mixing ratios, it doesn't take that big an increase in water vapor. Now you may be saying, Joe, CO2 has been rising. Let's see the CO2 versus temperature ratios, the correlation. There ain't none. It's so minor, there ain't none, right? So water vapor is really running the show here. Again, there's not much of an increase to much of the planet. The increase is where it's very cold. Right? See that? Good. Glad you got that. Now and so what happens is it starts snowing more. And this is all part of basic climate cycle theory 101, that if it tries to warm up, there's more water vapor in the air, it's probably the oceans are warming up, right? And what happens? It starts snowing more because it warms up in the Arctic, but it's not like it's warming up so much that it doesn't snow up there. Now, it means the increase in sea ice in the winter season isn't as great, but unless those temperatures, well, I'm sorry, I got Elvis on there. Unless those temperatures, there's Elvis again. Unless those temperatures start to rise during the summer, you have a natural cap on how much the ice could actually melt. Now, let me get back to Elvis again here. Oh, there's Zane. All right, there's Elvis. Now, you know, Elvis's nickname was Elvis the Pelvis. A lot of people don't realize he had a twin brother named Enos. And because of his nickname, he didn't make it big. Enos the Meanest, right? Enos the Meanest. Elvis the Pelvis, you can get away with pelvis, but you can't get away with Enos the Meanest. Okay, that's funny. I don't care who you are. All right, that's it for now. Live from my Boeing 437, someplace over the mid-Mississippi Valley. This has been whether or not whatever I'm talking about actually has any validity. I want you to enjoy the weather. It's the only weather you got.